when we prune reality down to single causes, or
Yes.
even a handful of causes,
Yeah.
then we are no longer in reality. We are in a delusion. And
Yeah.
when we operate in that delusion, we're never actually going to solve any problems. The things that we're ignoring, they operate in the shadows. And we wonder why we are incapable of improving the human condition. It's because of all the things that we're leaving out. And so much is left out. So you gave the example of seagrass meadows, which there is a statistic I remember is that something like 80% of New England's seagrass meadows are gone.
Mm.
And similarly, huge proportions of mangrove swamps and coastal wetlands, and all around the world have disappeared.
Yes. Dead
Now,
zones.
dead zones. They've been developed, they've been destroyed in various ways. So looking at that only through the lens of carbon sequestration, theoretically, well, we can offset that. We could,
Yes.
create carbon sucking machines, and you're not gonna actually.
We know that has already happened. And there's
It's already happened.
plenty in it.
Right. Yeah. When you do carbon math, then the biosphere becomes a matter of math. But the actual effect of mangrove swamps and seagrass meadows is more like of an organ in a body. So, you destroy the seagrass meadows or the kelp forests, or the mangroves, and all kinds of unpredictable things happen. Just as if you destroyed, your liver. I mean, it reverberates throughout the entire body. So you don't have crustaceans or the snails, or the whatever other animals breed in the seagrass meadows and the mangroves and so forth. They no longer are there to occupying their place in the food chain, and fish populations plummet. And so the fish get more vulnerable to overfishing because they're not breeding anymore. And then the total biomass of fish plummets, and they no longer exercise their effect in ocean layer mixing. So the temperature distribution of the water in the ocean changes, and that prevents nutrient-rich deep water from coming up and feeding the plankton. And so the plankton population plummets. And I'm making this stuff up, okay? But things like this happen.